everybody. It is Saturday night. This is King's Drummer, and it's time to show some records. In the past couple days here in Northern California, there's been a storm watch. We've been hit with pounding rain, so very heavy rain, high winds, somewhere between 30-40 miles per hour winds. It's been pretty bad here. Real low, dark clouds, thunder. It's been really bad here for the last couple of days. And today, of course, being, like I said, Saturday, today was a very bad rainstorm that lasted pretty much all day. And it's kind of calm now, but during the day, it was really bad. The rain was really pounding. And I thought to myself, perfect weather to go vinyl shopping. I'll probably be the only one there. So my crazy ass got in my truck and drove to Sacramento, which is about almost an hour from where I live. And I went vinyl shopping, and in terrible conditions. I mean, it sucked up there. And I'm thinking, I'm crazy to be out here doing this in these conditions. But hey, I wasn't the only one. I go to the vinyl store, there's all kinds of people there, so I wasn't the only crazy one. Anyway, one of the stores I went to was recommended to me by Robert, VC member, the teacher. And he recommended an antique shop in Sacramento, downtown Sacramento, or close to downtown. And in this antique shop, in the back in the corner, there's this guy who has all these boxes of used records for sale. And he had some great stuff. Not cheap, but not that expensive. And some good pickings there. And unfortunately, I first got there, the lady behind the counter told me they were going to close in like 15-20 minutes. And there was a lot of boxes to go through, so I'm going to show you what I managed to grab in like 15 minutes, because I could have spent over an hour there at this really nice little spot in an antique shop in Sacramento. I found this really cool version of Genesis, A Trick of the Tail. This is a German import copy of the record, and I don't know if you could tell, but the cover's done in a nice high gloss, as well as the gatefold. The gatefold has this nice high gloss finish to it. It's kind of hard to tell on video, but it looks really cool. And it has the Famous Charisma label logo on the front of it and on the back of the album jacket. The inner sleeves look really nice, really beautiful. I love these inner sleeves. Really nice looking record. Really cool. I already have, of course, me being a huge Genesis fan, this is my favorite studio record, and I already had a copy of this, but not quite this copy, this German import copy. And it's on the Virgin label with these different colored labels. So one side is green, and the other side being red. Really cool album. Needs to be cleaned off a little bit, but still in great condition. Very little to no ringwear on it, and the cover is in great shape. Of course, it has the original inner sleeves, and they're in perfect condition. The record just needs to be cleaned a little, but there doesn't appear to be any scratches on it, and it looks really nice. So I was really happy to add this to my Genesis collection, as well as this one, Genesis Live, an album I had before, but I don't think I quite have this copy. It's in the original shrink. So we'll see how long that'll hold up. But really nice copy of it. And this one has like the Buddha logo on the bottom of the back of the cover here. And after watching Lance's videos, I believe what I have here, it might be a big hat. He said there's a difference between the Big Hatter and the Small Hatter labels. I thought this was a Big Hatter, but I really can't remember. But I have to check. But it looked like a cool copy, and they only wanted like less than $10 for it, and I really didn't want to leave it there, so I went ahead and snatched it. Really nice copy. I want to get the original bootleg of this, because when this was originally released in '73, I believe it was going to be a double album, and it was going to include a version of Supper's Ready on here, and I forgot what the other songs were going to be on the other side. So it was going to be originally it was going to be a 2-record set, and they reduced it down to, when it was officially released, they released it down to a 1-record, and took off probably what was the best song, which was Supper's Ready. So One of these days, I'm going to find the bootleg copy that has on vinyl that has Supper's Ready on it. I know it exists, I just haven't been able to find it. And what's cool about this one also has the Charisma label logo on it. So really nice find. Didn't expect to see this in an antique shop, as well as this out of the same shop. Queensryche's first album. I've never seen this on vinyl before. I've seen, you know, Rage for Order, and I can't remember the album that's actually before that. But I've never really, I can't recall ever seeing this before. So I thought this was a cool find. And it's on EMI America. There's a label. So really cool. And next up is from The Who. Did not want to leave this behind. It's Who's Next. Really nice, and it's on the Decca label. And you know, another record I have as well. I don't know if I have it with this label. I might. I didn't really bother to check yet. But you know, reasonably priced, and I just didn't want to leave it behind. It was just too cool to leave behind. So grabbed up The Who, and this is my favorite Who record, hands down. I mean, there's Tommy, there's Quadrophenia, but I really love this album on top of any Who record. And the last out of this antique shop finds, because unfortunately I only had 15 minutes to grab all these, and there was a lot of boxes to go through. Pink Floyd, Adam Hart Mother, and LJ just showed this. He found a copy of this. He just showed his. His was awesome though. His didn't have the writing up here. It was just a picture of the cow. But I saw this there, and I didn't have it in my collection yet. It's a gatefold. You can see there. Pretty cool, and it is on the Hardest label. So really cool find. I didn't have this in my collection. Every time I find this record in the shops, I can never find a good copy. It's usually pretty beat up, and this one is in excellent condition. I don't know if it's a first pressing or anything like that. I doubt that. But it's great to have now a really good quality copy of this album in my collection now. And I'm trying to build a little bit more Pink Floyd. I still got a few more records to go, but I'm getting there. And this is a wonderful addition to the collection. So, Adam Hart Mother from Pink Floyd. Okay, those were my finds from the antique shop. And I also went to another store in Sacramento, Impulse Records, and showed you what I scored there. Like this album from Queen, which I'm assuming is their first album, because I don't really know much about the history of Queen. Only got a couple of their records, so I thought this would be a good addition. It has a song "Keep Yourself Alive," which I really do like, and "Seven Seas of Rye." So this was a good find. Album that's in great shape, and they only wanted a couple bucks for it. I thought that was a good score. Nice looking label. So Queen's first record. I'm in no hurry to build my Queen collection, because I can't say I'm the biggest Queen fan, though I do like a lot of their songs. But I was real happy to score this one. This is a good find. Alright, next up from Radiohead. I was really surprised to find a used copy of this in rainbows. I saw a lot of rainbows on the way home from the record store, because the sun was coming out just as I let the rain stop and the sun had come out. And so rainbows in the vinyl bag, and big rainbows in the sky, and pretty nice looking inner sleeve. My memories of Radiohead's In Rainbows is a friend of mine burned this on CD for me a while back, and he was actually in one of my videos. About a year ago I posted a video of myself jamming with a couple of friends of mine, and we had one guy on guitar playing little psychedelic sounds on guitar. That's my friend John. He's the one that actually originally burned this for me on CD when it first came out. And well, love the CD. I always saw this in the stores new. Really surprised to find this in the store used, and they wanted $7 for it. So I thought that was worthy of me grabbing it. So really happy to have this Radiohead album in my collection now. This one I actually bought for LJ. I should have separated this. This is going to LJ. LJ, this is yours, and you already know this is yours. Whitesnake in the Heart of the City. This is not a grail of his, but I knew he was looking for it. It's one of those, if I find it, I'm going to grab it, but not really a grail. I found this for $3, and it looks to be in great shape. Pretty good shape. Not bad for used. So LJ, this one's coming to you. 12-inch single from Eric Clapton for the song Behind the Mask. It was from the album August, which was produced by Phil Collins. Phil Collins actually plays drums on the album, as well as this song Behind the Mask. And on the B-side we have Grand Illusion and Want to Make Love to You, as the song is on the B-side. What's interesting about this one is I believe this song was written by Greg Phillinganes, which is the keyboard player on this album from Eric Clapton and the ones a few after, and he's also was keyboard player for Michael Jackson when he toured. It's funny, when Michael Jackson was putting, I believe, his Bad album together, there is a clip on YouTube of him singing this, Michael Jackson singing the vocals of this song. So I think Michael Jackson was probably considering it and then turned it down, and then it appears on this Eric Clapton album. I guess Greg Phillinganes had his song rejected by Michael Jackson. He starts to work with Eric Clapton, shows him the song. Clapton likes it, puts it on his record. So there we go. So if you go on YouTube, you can find a version of Michael Jackson actually singing the song. So and they both sounded great, no matter who sang it. This was one of those, what the hell, I'll get it. It's Howard Jones Action Replay. I got it for one song, and it's No One Is to Blame. He redid that song because that song originally appeared on his Dream Into Action album, and then a year later he redid it, re-recorded it with Phil Collins. I guess at Live Aid, they were talking backstage during Live Aid and made the plans to redo that one song, and he ends up putting extended mixes of other songs such as Look Mama, Hide and Seek, which is a long version. I really love that song, Hide and Seek. Always Asking Questions and Bounce Right Back, and Speciality. So basically got it for a couple of songs, because I forgot Hide and Seek was on here. And this was a good, the song we're talking about with Phil Collins is No One Is to Blame. And I really did like that song. I like the drums on it too. Okay, from Bad Company, this is just a best of compilation. 10 from 6 is the name of the basically greatest hits compilation from Bad Company. And I'm a casual Bad Company fan. I do like the band. I do like their songs. I don't know if I'd like them to collect every single album. I can say it's on Atlantic. So this album had everything I like from the classic Bad Company lineup, which is Can't Get Enough, Feel Like Making Love, Shooting Star, Moving On, Bad Company, Rock and Roll Fantasy, Ready for Love, just to name the biggies. So really glad to have this album in the collection now. So Bad Company, 10 from 6. All right, this is one from, I believe the band name on here is Rain Tree Crow, and the members in it are David Sylvan, Steve Jensen, Richard Barbieri, and Mick Barn, and it's a 12-inch single for the song Black Water. Derek talks about the team of Steve Jensen and Richard Barbieri quite a bit in his videos, and I saw this line in the record store for $2, and it looked interesting to me, and it also came with this full photograph print here of the album cover. Pretty cool. So I gave this a listen, and it's a pretty cool song, pretty dark. One of those songs you listen to when you're feeling kind of blue. You're feeling kind of lonely, down and out. This would be a good song to listen to. It's real mellow, lots of space on it, lots of atmosphere. You know, nothing real fast and busy and loud and intense. It's just a cool, mellow, I don't want to say psychedelic, but kind of bordering on psychedelic, with some great sounds on here. So, and Barbieri, and of course, is the keyboard player, one of my favorite bands, which is called Porcupine Tree. So really interesting song to pick up, and I was really glad I found this. It's really good. Okay, this is a blind purchase from the band The Church, and it's just their self-titled album. I bought Starfish about a month or two ago. Really loved that album. I was trying to find more of their records. This was the only one I could find because all they had was multiple copies of Starfish, and I saw this one lying there. So I thought I'd give it a chance, just based on how much I liked the last album I had from The Church, and it's on Capitol Records. And Starfish I really liked a lot. Don't really know any songs on here. I thought the cover looked great. And hopefully the music is just as good as the cover, but hey, they're such a great band, I'm pretty confident I will at least dig at least half of it. But Starfish is such a great album, so I'm sure this one will be a good collection as well. Alright, and up we have a solo album from David Gilmour, and I think this is his first one. This one is just self-titled, I believe. Yes, it is. So, listen to a lot of Pink Floyd. I really don't give Gilmour's solo albums much of a listen. So really excited. I heard LJ talk it up quite a bit, and it's a gatefold. Cool looking pictures here in the gatefold. Never really, like I said, never really gave Gilmour's solo records much of a listen. I just been more of a Pink Floyd fan. So this should be a fun listen. And this record's in great shape. I found a really good copy of it. So real excited to have this. Can't wait to spin it, to see what LJ and the other Gilmour fans have been talking about this whole time. So got me some Gilmour. As well as another solo album from Gilmour, About Face. Let me take it out of the plastic here. There we go, that's better. So About Face from Gilmour. I think this is his second one. This one looks to be very 80s, going by that haircut. As well as, but it did come with the inner sleeve. And if you thought that picture was 80s, you gotta check that out. He don't look like that anymore. Another, I guess you could say, blind purchase. Me being a big fan of Pink Floyd, I don't really give the solo records from any members, including Roger Waters, much listen, so I decided to do something about it and picked up a few of the solo records. Alright, well that's going to do it here for King. It was a good vinyl day. I made it back alive. It poured cats and dogs the whole time I was out there, but picked up some good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick band update for those that care. For a while I was in two bands, one being the Alphabet Asylum and the newer band I'm in, Broke Note Undertone. Broke Note Undertone has been going so well, and we're starting to work with a bunch of different promoters here in the area, that I had decided, and life got so busy with that band so quickly, that I decided to leave the band Alphabet Asylum. So I'm no longer in the Alphabet Asylum, which is probably not that big of a concern to people in the VC, but for those who, for the few people who do ask me about it, that's what's been going on. So right now I'm just in one band, which is Broke Note Undertone, and things are going really good. 2013 is going to be a big year for this band, and we're already planning our 2013. We're already getting a lot of gigs, working with a lot of different promoters. We're going to be going to San Francisco, we're going to be going to Sacramento, and hopefully for the summertime or late summer we may be going to Los Angeles and San Diego, and we're going to have a full-length CD hopefully out by summertime, hopefully finished and ready to be released by summertime. Big things in the works for 2013, so I had to quit Alphabet Asylum because there's only one of me to go around, and Broke Note's going to keep me very busy, and I'm very excited about that. Well, that's going to do it here, and hope it's dry where you guys are, because it certainly isn't here. But I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.